I'll be running for the skyline, sun in my said I'm coming back. I just wanna go, I wanna walk away. Never wanted to love you anyway. Guess I should've known, won't pick up the phone. Go on and watch me fade. When you see the lights fading in the night, know that I'm fine alone. I'll be running for the skyline, sun in my eyes. No music, but I'm dancing. I'll be running, 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 I'll be running for the skyline, sun in my eyes. Skyline, sun in my eyes. Skyline, sun in my eyes. No music, but I'm dancing. Voila, Bandera.
They put a line in the Tito's, went down in Puerto Rico. And I may not know the lingo, but I like when you call me gringo. I don't know what you're saying, cause I don't speak your language. But how your body's swaying, that don't need no translation. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Hey, señorita, I know I'm no Spanish speaker, but hey, one more margarita, and I'll be saying mamacita. Hey, señorita, I know I'm no Spanish speaker, but hey, one more margarita, and I'll be saying mamacita. La la la, la la. Hey, can you help me practice how to kiss in your accent? Can you be my translator down here at the equator? I think I'll move my flight, stay here another night. I know that I'm saying it wrong, but darling, it feels so right. Hey, señorita, I know I'm no Spanish speaker, but hey, one more margarita, and I'll be saying mamacita. Hey, señorita, I know I'm no Spanish speaker, but hey, one more margarita, and I'll be saying mamacita. La la la, la la la, la la la.
Left me in this mess, I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Couldn't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer. We couldn't get any closer.
Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. We have a rival showdown here for you all. It is Pineapples going head-to-head against a rival. It's going to be one heck of a showdown, one heck of a shootout, if you will, and I'm here joined in the booth by Sir Jaegers. How you doing?
You know, Gallium, I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready to watch some postseason Rocket League. I'm pretty hyped for this one. And you know, like playing first round of the play-in, sometimes people are nervous, but in this particular matchup, you don't really need to be nervous because this is probably the only time all postseason that you have a lifeline. You know, you lose this one, you fall back down to the last place game, and you still have a shot of going in, and you'll win it. You know, you're going up against the number 2 seed. So This one it really shows true colors because you can either play like really comfortable, like you could either play to where you can relax, you know, you don't really have to worry too much, but you could also play to where you pull out all the stops, pull out the mechanics, and kind of go ham in a sense, and have a lot of highlight plays.
Going ham indeed. And as these players are ready or getting into the lobby here, Jaegers, I have some statistics for you. And actually, before we go over statistics, it'd be worthwhile mentioning the rosters we have. We have on the Pineapples, we have Gamer Gabe, Kyle, Bomb, and Alex. And for Arrival, we have Mythic, Ibonic, Keeson, and Cotney. So, and anything more about these two rosters?
Yeah, no, it's very interesting actually. Neither of these teams have ever been in play-ins, and Arrival's only won one game in the postseason. Um, Also, Arrival's only beaten the Pineapples once, looking to double their record against them. That was back in all the way in season 3. I believe Rockerman was on the roster that season. Uh, but so I mean, Arrival's looking to show up like, and not a lot of people are picking Arrival in this one. Actually, excuse me, Arrival's actually predicted to win 22-15, but overall over the years, Arrival isn't really one of those teams that has really shown up big in the postseason. They're looking to change that here, and I think this would be the roster to do it. I know you were talking about lower MMR players in the last game. I mean, this Arrival team has two of them, Ibonic and Cotney, great value players. The Little Caesars of players, not too pricey, but I mean, really good at what they do. So we're gonna have to see in this one.
I love that analogy, Jaegers. I do love pizza. And one thing I love more than pizza is Nemesis Gaming League action, especially in the Rival League. We got traded to one heck of a match coming out of the Challenger League and hoping to build its way up to success as the night moves along. And some stats for you, some interesting little tidbits for you, Jaegers. We have Kyle, who leads the league in demos by 50. You heard that right, by 50 demos. Kyle leads the league, so it's going to be one heck of an interesting one. And as the players are in the lobby, is your prediction, Jaegers, for not only the season, not only for the series, but for this game?
It's a tough one. I do see this one going the distance, but last time I predicted against Arrival, they proved me wrong. I'm gonna have to take Arrival here, and Mythic gets a shot, but Kyle has an amazing save to keep the score 0-0 early on in this one. And before you even said the stat about Kyle, the demo stat, I already was going to make a comment. Kyle is a demo merchant through and through. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of demos myself, but they work out. And right away, we've seen a few good passing plays, a little bit of pressure from Arrival, and let's see what Pineapples can do with their first real chance on goal.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one here to see Pineapples really put on some good offense. They have been pretty notable to have a very offensive team, so let's see if that can work out for them here. And as I say this, the rival team is in their zone. Gabe gonna give it out to Ibonic. Ibonic gonna try to make something work. Can't because Alex is applying that pressure. Ibonic gonna keep control of the ball. He gives it over to Gabe. Gabe is going to give it to Cotney. Cotney gonna try to find a teammate. Cannot. He has no boost left, and he gets absolutely demoed. I guess Alex is another person on the team you can rely on for demos. We'll see if that holds true as the series goes along. Gabe has a little bit of an opening here. Quickly shut down by Cotney. Cotney gonna take it up the wall. Cotney gonna try to find a play over to Mythic. Mythic is gonna pop it up with Cade. And oh my goodness, Ibonic is gonna find one early.
Yeah, just a good pass by Cotney, sniffed out by Gabe. And I mean, no one back for the Pineapples. Is Ibonic gonna find the bottom left corner? I wasn't sure if that was gonna bounce out, Gallium, but it did the job there.
Honestly, this I'm bumfuzzled right now. This is just one heck of an offensive push from a rival, and a push that you need to see for a rival. You pointed out the record they have against the Pineapples. It's not looking too good. So we'll see if this team can be the team that bounces back here. As we have Ibonic taking it to the back wall. Ibonic going to try to find a double. Cannot do so. Alex going to chase this ball. Going to get it past one defender. Can he get two? No, he can't. Mythic on the stop. Mythic can't get that touch, though. He leaves it for Ibonic, the Dominus Goat. Gonna give it to Cottony. Cottony is up. Let's see if Cottony can work some magic. No, he can't for now. Mythic. You're gonna have the ball in the Pineapple zone. Kyle gonna give the ball down to the arrival zone. Cottony gonna try to do some mechy things. Not a whole lot he can do here. In a little bit of an awkward position. The ball is gonna float down. It's a good opportunity for Cottony, but he doesn't have enough boost to make it work. Gabe, however, gonna clear it out. Kyle, down the pitch, gonna give it over to Ibonic. And as we reach the halfway point here, Jaegers, what do you make of these two teams?
Yeah, no, as of right now, Arrival just looks like a much faster team. Maybe Pineapples are a little bit nervous. I know Alex was a prospect player last year. Ibonic, what the air dribble? The defense thought he was going high. He just goes right below them. And what a shot by Ibonic, his second of the game.
It's the Dominus buff in full effect for Ibonic. Arrival taking a 2-0 lead right now, and it is looking like smooth sailing for Arrival right now. They have 6 shots to Pineapple's 3, so out shooting them, of course. We'll see if that can continue as the series progresses. Mythic down the pitch. He has one to beat. Can he beat him? He does. Mythic gonna slot another goal for Arrival.
And Alex was just trying to get back. Mythic a little bit quicker than Gabe, beats out the rotation. And I mean, just early on, everything is going right for this Arrival roster.
You got to be quicker than that. And he was not quick enough to get back to that ball. And I'm honestly seeing a Pineapples team that is not looking too complete. And as I say that, Gabe is going to shut me right up.
Well, I mean, Gabe might have something to say about that. Gets it off the ceiling, finds the redirect, and just finds the open net. Ibonic not quite quick enough on the third man rotation. And, I mean, it's a minute 41 seconds left, Gallium. Anything's possible. And if they can get some shots on target, I could see the Pineapples coming back in this game 1.
Honestly, it is a possibility as they have a minute and 30 seconds to work with. It is not out of the realm of possibilities as Pineapples are a very good team. A double commit going out from Kyle and Gabe. Another shot coming in. Alex gonna save a very good shot from Ibonic. Gabe up in the air, hits it off the ceiling. Kyle and Cottony almost collide. Cottony gets the better of it. Flip reset. Tries to get another. Ibonic slam dunk. 4-1.
You gotta wonder. Was that calculated, Gallium? Ibonic got the 50. It goes off the crossbar back down at Ibonic, and the man secured a hat trick. And right when we said Pineapples could come back, I mean, our Arrival's taking this game number 1, and the best the Pineapples can do is just regain, go towards next, find a way to get some momentum. They've been playing well on defense, but they need to get their offense down. They're being outshot 12-4. Going to get one back there, however, but is it too little, too late? Only time will tell.
It is the GM gonna put in some work against this Arrival squad. Kyle, definitely a player to look out for the Pineapples. Gonna be looking for him to really set the tone here for the Pineapples, and we'll see if they can, anything is possible. Unfortunately, we're not on Forbidden Temple, so we won't know for sure if a team can come back, but it's always in the realm of possibilities, as I stated earlier. 35 seconds left on the clock. Alex off the sidewall. Gonna try to find another touch. He doesn't. Gives it to Kyle instead. Cottony off the backboard. Let's see what he can work with. He can. Alex, a great 50 out there. Ibonic gonna try to find an aerial. He does. Gabe gets thwarted off of that one. Mythic tries to find a touch. He can't. Alex, 15 seconds left. Can they find 2 goals to equalize it here? Alex gonna keep on chasing. He can't find anything. 8 seconds left. Kyle and Gabe collide. The ball is floating. And ladies and gentlemen, Arrival has arrived in game number 1. Coming out swinging here, Jaegers.
Yeah, Gallium, that was a great introduction to the plans for Arrival. They really out pressured Pineapples, just showing by the difference in shot total. And the thing that stood out to me the most, I mean, Arrival had a lot of shots, but then Pineapples had a counter with 8 saves, whereas Pineapples only had 6 shots, and I mean, Cottony only had to save the ball twice. So really, Arrival was not only getting consistent pressure, they were also getting their shots on target, and that's super important, especially if you want to win in playoffs.
Yeah, I think honestly, capitalizing on your chances is very important in any league. So we'll see if it can be a key factor here for the Pineapples. We'll see if they can start capitalizing on the chances that they are given. Pineapples are not out of it yet by any means. They have generated some chances. They're still looking in this matchup. I know a whole lot of people do not think rather, that the Pineapples have a chance. But I do, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, at home, that the Pineapples are going to at least put up some fight here, Jaegers.
Oh, absolutely. They just need to get their feet set in the first game. Maybe they weren't quite ready for the start. It is plans. Anything can happen, you know. And, I mean, these teams are here for a reason. Pineapple's actually a really good roster. I didn't see Kyle get too many demos in this game. I know we talked about him having the demos, but it seemed to me he was demoed a lot more than he actually got demos. And if Pineapples want to find any consistent pressure, they need to disrupt this Arrival defense. They need to disrupt the offense. They really just need to disrupt the rotations, because right now this Arrival offense is just rotating like a well-oiled machine. And they need Pineapples need to find some demos. They need to find something just to mess up their rhythm, because our Arrival's playing extremely well right now.
Yeah, I think something to note is the Rockerman buff. You know, his team, Genesis, did win earlier on in the stream, and although his team did not win in the last match, they put up one heck of a fight. So we'll see if Rockerman's org can get a much-needed victory here against the Pineapple team, who have historically not been too kind to this Arrival team. So let's see how this one progresses. You got Gabe trying to go up, does not find anything. Cottony and Alex collide. Ibonic has the ball, can give it over to Alex. Alex over to Mythic. Mythic misses his touch, a calculated fake. Kyle off the backboard. Can he find another touch? No, he can't. Cottony instead. Cottony and Alex collide. Alex with a shot, and that is placement, ladies and gentlemen.
And already at the start of this game, too, it looked like something changed in the Pineapples. They had all the pressure. They're rotating better. And, I mean, Arrival just didn't have an answer for them. I mean, Pineapples only have one shot. But sometimes that's all you need. And right now, for the first lead in this game, first lead in this series for the Pineapples, and not a second too soon.
This lead is looking oh so sweet for the Pineapples. Really looking to them, I think, as the controlling factor of this game. We'll see if they can keep up this momentum that they've gathered from just this one goal alone. As I say this, they are on the back foot here. Alex, never mind, that is Gabe. Gonna send it down. Ibonic just gets there. Ibonic gonna get another touch over to Cottony. Cottony and Alex have a little bit of a bump. Cottony gonna try to take it down. No, he can't. Mythic with a great shot. Gets it past Kyle, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, and the long rotation working out really well for Arrival. It caught me off guard that Ibonic was back in time, but I mean, good for them. And what a nice shot by Mythic, bar down and in to tie up this game number 2.
Bar down and in is something that, if you hit a bar down and in shot, it feels oh so good, because it is just such a nice feeling, really, to get those shots. So, for Arrival, it kind of just eliminates any sort of momentum that Pineapples have. Let's see if they can bounce back here, as Gabe tries to get another touch, is going to try to avoid the Ibonic demo, ends up doing so, and meets the ball on the ceiling. A little bit of surprise there. Alex going to try to find a demo here. He cannot. Cotney going to give it out to Gabe. Gabe over to Mythic. Mythic has a teammate downfield. He can't get it there.
Oh.
Alex with a shot. Top left. No, he can't get it there.
Goodness.
It bounces out. Gabe with another shot. It's in, and the Pineapples are soaring back.
And yeah, nice shot by Alex. Even better save by Ibonic. I thought that was gonna be yet another bar down in, but it doesn't matter. Gabe is just quicker, and he puts in the second goal for the Pineapples.
Massive goal for the Pineapples as we have reached the halfway point of this game number 2. Alex gonna put one past the defense. Where did they go?
No, Alex, 2 for 3 shooting accuracy, and he's just a bit quicker on the kickoff. Mythic not quite able to get the touch he needed, and Alex takes those every single day of the week. Pineapples up by 2.
Kickoff goals are honestly just really nice. They're kind of those goals that, you know, are more important than they seem. They're honestly just a buffer between the goals that actually happen after the kickoff. So it's nice to see the Pineapples get one for a change, as we have Cotney gonna take this one up the wall. He's gonna bounce down. Let's see if a rival player can get a touch. No, they can't. Mythic a little awkward in his zone, but still makes the defensive play. Cotney off the ceiling, gonna try to get a pinch here. Cannot. Oh my goodness. Almost gets a pinch into the net, and Gabe is going to try to find a clear here. Pre-flips into Cotney. Oh no, it's past the defense. Mythic is there. Great defensive pressure from great offensive pressure rather from the Pineapples going into this game. Cotney off the sidewall, gonna give it over to Ibonic. Ibonic can't find a touch. Alex can though. Alex is gonna take it into the arrival zone. Alex with limited boosts. He makes a pass. Ibonic gonna give it down to Gabe. Gabe fakes one. Can he get another? He does.
Oh.
Gabe taking it down the field. Can he get a third? He does. Will it go the net? No, a double going out there. And wow, what defense coming out from Ibonic here, Jaegers.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe almost had it. Alex hit the
Oh.
hat trick, however. And I mean, it was great defense by Connie earlier, but I mean, Alex just gets past the entire defense. Cotney, not much you could do there, just spawning in. Good effort by him, but I mean, Alex has just popped off. He put the team on his back, and that's exactly what the Pineapples needed in this one.
I think this game is really tone setting for all the Pineapples doubters out there. And, you know, I initially was one of them, but you know, sometimes you have to believe, and the Pineapples have really shown themselves to be a very dangerous team when they really set down in your offensive zone, and they've really found those chances. They've capitalized off those chances, and, you know, not for a lack of trying, a rival has come back with some shots, but not a whole lot of goals resulting in them. We'll see if that can change, as Kyle Ibonic gonna try to have a little bit of a duel there. I think Kyle gets away with it. Kyle gonna give it down into his zone. Can he get a pass? He tries to get a slight touch. Ibonic clearing it away. Ibonic, the defensive mastermind. A bump coming out from Alex. He cannot find one. 8 seconds left. And I think the Pineapples are more than deserving of this win. They worked their butts off for it in game 2. Jaegers, how do you think a rival can bounce back?
Well, really, I feel like whenever that kickoff goal happened for the Pineapples, it really just took all the air out of Arrival. I mean, imagine just getting scored on, then immediately giving up a second goal. That's just deflating. And it's hard to bounce back from that. And really, I felt the Pineapples sensed something was up with that Arrival defense and then just continued to pummel them. And that's really what gave way to the Pineapples winning this one. They had all the pressure, and Arrival just really couldn't recover after they let that kickoff goal go in.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just a momentum shift. It's all about momentum in the playoffs, and, you know, we'll see how the momentum shifts and in what team's favor as game number 3 is underway on the Nemesis Gaming League channel. Cotney off the backboard. Mythic is going to try to find a touch. Mythic finally finds a touch. Going to get another one down to the opposing team, but he finds a dunk. Can a rival player get there? No, they cannot. Cotney off the sidewall. He's still a dangerous man. Most wanted man for the Pineapples right now. Kyle, Cotney gonna 50, and Mythic gonna slot it down low.
And no, that all started with the boost steal by Bonic not giving enough space for the Pineapples to operate, and the Pineapples never really recovered there. Cotney took up the wall, got the 50 on Kyle, and the ball was just handed on a platter for Mythic, who puts his team up early in this one. And I do believe this is a game where a rival will bounce back, Ali. I see them taking this next one. I do still see it going the distance. I do see it alternating, however. I see a rival taking this next one. Pineapples taking game 4 on Forbidden Temple. And I mean, game 5 is anyone's game after that.
You know, I agree with that take. I think it is going to go back and forth. We'll see, you know, if it goes back and forth, which I honestly think it does. So, you know, we'll see how that one plays out. But right now, we have game number 3 to worry about. This rival has a 1-0 lead. And we've just elapsed the first minute of play as Ibonic going to send it over to the sidewall. Alex going to try to make a play. Limited boost. Does with the ball what he must. Cotney on the wall. Going to try to find a touch. He does. Gabe going to try to calculate a fake out there from Gabe, sorry. Ibonic off the backboard. Going to try to give it over to his teammate. Try to find a pass. Cotney going to try to go bar down. He cannot find it. An unfortunate miss. Mythic out to one of his teammates. Can one of them turn? I don't think they can. A little bit awkward here. Ibonic finally does. Ibonic gonna give it down to Cotney. Cotney dunks one. Can't find the net though. Kyle over to Gabe. Gabe has time. He has the boost. Let's see what the man can do with it. He has the mechanics. Oh, he cannot find the back of the net. Almost a dunk out there from Gabe. And honestly, this Pineapples team is off to a roaring start here.
Yeah, I mean, but this Arrival team is just so much better right now, Charles. Arrival out shooting Pineapples 5-1. Pineapples are doing extremely well on defense, only letting one in so far. But they need to find a way out of their box. They need to find a way to get consistent pressure. Because right now, this is just the Arrival show, I feel like.
Yep, and that is what we are watching right now. But you know, I think the Pineapples do have a chance. They only have one shot, but, you know, they're starting to heat up here. And I feel like, you know, as we pass the halfway mark, they could be a dangerous threat. As we see Gabe, can he make a mechanical play? No, he decides to give it to the defense. Let's see what he can do with it. Alex gonna find a bump. He does. Gabe gonna try to find a shot, and it almost trickles in for him. Ibonic gonna try to find a shot here. He can't. Gabe down the pitch. Gabe gonna try to find another touch. He can't, but he fakes out one. Mythic and Ibonic collide. Gonna give a pass out to the opposing team. Alex and Ibonic up. Alex wins that battle. Cotney gonna put the ball up in the air. Gabe down the pitch over to Mythic. Kyle's gonna find the touch. Alex down the field. It's a dagger and a 1-1 game here, Jaegers.
Yeah, and you couldn't really see that if you were just looking at the play, but if you look in the back end, Gabe is just going to clear Cotney out. Cotney was going to be in position to save that, and all Alex had to do was just hit it into the open space, just had an open net to operate. And oh my goodness, what a heads-up play by Gabe there.
Zooey mama, what a play from Gabe, and he's really been showing up and showing out here for this Pineapples team as he's gonna find a double touch, upper decker, making it 2-1.
And I mean, Gabe just did extremely well to bring his team back in it off the double tag. Ibonic went for the bump to get him away from it, but Gabe puts his team on top in this pivotal game 3 with only a minute left to go.
You know, you said these teams would trade back and forth, and if you want that to hold true, a rival needs to get a goal in this last minute of play. Mythic down to Alex. Alex gonna find another touch. He cannot before Cotney gets to him. Kyle down the pitch. Over to Mythic. Mythic down the field. Gabe gonna have a booming clear, but Ibonic is there. The brick wall himself. Mythic over to Alex. Alex has some time. Let's see what he does with it. He works the clock perfectly. Gabe gonna try to get a bump on Cottony. Eventually does. Alex down the field over to Ibonic. Ibonic 50s it over to Gabe. Gabe over to Mythic. Gabe cannot get the 50. Mythic out in the pitch. Ibonic gets a demo. Let's see if a rival player can come and get the ball. No, Cottony cannot find that touch. Alex gonna get another bump. Kyle gonna 50 out with Mythic. Alex jukes out one. Can he get another? It's a 1v1. Has a player behind him. He does. Alex with the dagger.
And I can't help but feel like Pineapples have stolen this game away from the rival. Arrival had it. They had all the pressure. They were out shooting Pineapples 5-0 going into the halfway point. And all of a sudden, the Pineapples battle back. And with 17 seconds left, it looks like they secured this game 3 and put themselves in match point to find their way into the playoffs.
Playoffs are looking pretty bright for the Pineapples, but let's see if they can't get a late goal here. Arrival. Oh, no. Can they tie this one up here, Jaegers?
Oh, hold on. 2 seconds left. It ain't over until it's 0 seconds. And with a good kickoff goal, Arrival can find a way to steal this game back from Pineapples. But they need a good bounce here. Anything could happen. They found the bounce. The ball is up. Colin no! But neither team finds the ball. And Pineapples going to steal away this game number 3.
Unfortunate for Arrival. They almost had that one. They almost had the comeback of the century. Unfortunately, they don't get it done. And now they're down 2-1 here, Jaegers. What do you think the key difference is between these two teams that's really separating the Pineapples from Arrival?
Well, Arrival was playing extremely well in that first half of game number 3. And they just kind of tapered off towards the end, maybe letting up a bit too much. And really, that bump by Gabe kicked it all off. Just finding a way to disrupt the defense. And I mean, it was just easy pickings from there.
Yeah, honestly, just crazy stuff we are seeing from both of these teams. And Pineapple is really putting their mechanics to good use. A notable player out there is going to be Gabe. Big ups to Gabe. He had a lot of mechanical plays, including that double tap, and we cannot forget about that double bump action. Huge plays from Gabe to really propel this Pineapples team to be in a good standing here, Jaegers. Do you think that continues?
You know, I'm not too sure. It's really hard to predict, especially on this map, where I mean we've always talked about it, Gallium. Weird things have happened on Forbidden Temple. Each team getting a demo of their own, and Alex gonna put a shot on target by Bonic. Finds a way, and Kyle just a little bit quicker. Slots it top left to score. Only 15 seconds into this extremely pivotal game number 4. That rival has to win if they want to make it to the playoffs and face the number 2 seed.
That's too disgusting. Get that off of my screen. I don't want to see that anymore. Huge shot from Kyle, and the amount of poise you have to put it top left in that situation is crazy. But Ibonic firing right back, and that is the Dominus buff for you.
Oh my goodness, what power from that. What a pass by Mythic Ibonic. I was expecting him to get the touch. I wasn't expecting the power top left and in. And I mean, this is the quickest we've had 2 goals in this series yet, Gallium. And that just makes me more excited. Will this be a high-scoring game? Only time will tell, but it's looking extremely good to start.
Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one heck of a series going down. And honestly, probably my favorite series of the night so far. I don't know if you guys agree, but, you know, as I'm saying this, Cottony in the Pineapple zone. Alex going to hit that away from him. Gabe is going to try to find a touch. Alex over to Kyle. Kyle tries to find Alex. He cannot. Cottony off the ceiling. Gonna try to find another touch. Never mind. It's Ibonic who gets there first. Mythic and Cottony collide. A little bit of an unfortunate touch there. Ibonic's gonna settle it. Ibonic with his mechanics gonna get it to the wall. Now before Alex can get there. Kyle and Mythic collide. Kyle is going to keep on chasing this ball. He gets a good 50. What can Alex do with it? The shot coming out. It's a low one. And Alex putting the team on his back.
And you know, what a pass by Kyle, taking the 50, Gabe with the fake, and Alex already up in the air. Ibonic a little bit awkward on the sidewall, not quite able to get back. And I mean, Alex and Kyle popping off. I just can't wait to see what Gabe pulls out currently. You know, Alex and Kyle have been performing really good in this one, though.
Yes, they have. And honestly, I think this whole Pineapple team has really come out and showed us what a very mechanical team they are. But that's not to say that this Arrival team isn't, because they have been fighting back. We'll see if they can get an equalizing goal here with 3 minutes left in the game, as Alex gonna shoot it down the field, gonna try to find a touch. He cannot find a second. Gabe instead is up, gonna get 50'd out. Gabe trying to find another touch. He can't. The ball is just floating in the zone. Alex, the ball is up. Can Gabe find a touch? He does. He gets one. Can he get a second? No, he cannot. The boost going over to Kyle. Cotney is up. Gabe and Cotney almost collide there. Mythic going down the field over to Alex. Mythic again. Huge plays coming out from Mythic.
And Mythic with a good search and clear. Alex not quite able to get the touch he wanted. And a perfect bounce for Mythic. And I mean, just he ties up this game. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. We're not even halfway through the game. And already it's less shots than we've ever had. But, I mean, this is the best scoring pace we've had yet.
Yes, it is. And as we reach the halfway point, this is where legends are made. We'll see what team can come out on top for Arrival. It is win or go home for Pineapples. You know, a win would be nice here to really secure this, as Ibonic misses an open net there. I'm going to act like I didn't see anything. Gabe going to give it over to Ibonic. Ibonic over to Alex. Alex is going to find a touch. Gets a 50 out by Cotney. And Cotney going to put a huge goal away for Arrival.
Just an unfortunate miss by Bonic, but Cotney going to save the day with a God 50 on Alex. No one was ready for that, and puts his team on top 3-2, looking for that Game 5 victory, Gallium, and that ticket to the playoffs.
You know, it is looking pretty good for Arrival right now. They have been really just firing on all cylinders as of recent, really just setting this Pineapples team aback. We'll see if that can continue, as Kyle gonna try to give it over to his teammate. Doesn't realize his teammate doesn't have boost. Ibonic down the pitch. Ibonic giving it over to Gabe. Gabe hops over one, gets a second. Can he get a third? He can't. Cotney gonna get that away to Alex. Alex and Ibonic are gonna be friends for till the end, apparently. Gabe gonna give it down the field. Mythic, can he find a touch? He does. Tries to get this 100 boost. He does successfully. He doesn't have control of the ball enough to get a good play, but Ibonic can sure try. I think a pinch attempt was made there. Alex is up. Can he make a shot? No. Cotney blocks it away. Gabe taking his time here. Tries to get past one. He can't. Kyle looking to turn. He can't turn just yet. He puts it off the backboard. Mythic down and away. Put the Pineapples to sleep.
And Mythic showing up for his team when the going gets tough. Reading Kyle's touch, and Mythic just a little bit quicker, put his team up by 2 goals, only a minute left. Arrival looks like they're on their way to pulling this to 5. Let's see what Pineapples have to say about that.
You know, it is going to be an interesting game down the stretch, and Gabe is making it look easy right now.
And Yo Gallium, the fat lady, hasn't sung yet. Gabe with a nice double tap pass to defense. And a minute left. There is still plenty of time. 1 goal is the difference. And you know, you have to be a little bit nervous if you're Arrival. Do you still play aggressive, or do you hold down and, you know, just park the bus?
Honestly, this game is looking like a shootout going into the last 45 seconds between both these teams, and honestly, it's going to be a shootout to the very end. Ibonic going to try to find another. Kyle hits it away. 40 seconds left. Kyle to the right side of the pitch. Over to Cotney. Cotney finds a touch. Cannot find a second. Gabe down the field. Here comes the Pineapples. Gabe finding another touch. Over to the left side. 27 seconds left. Alex and Ibonic collide. The ball is down, but not down for long. Cotney gets it out. Mythic down the pitch. Cotney trying to get another touch. Gabe denies it. Kyle over to Alex. Alex trying to find a good touch here. He gets the flip reset, gets the flip. Kyle and Alex accidentally double commit. 10 seconds left. 10, 9. The ball is in the air. Kyle hits it, tries to get a double. He can't. The ball is almost towards the net. Can one of them put it in? No, they can't. And I think it is going to be a win for a rival here, and we are going into game 5.
And Gallium, the ball was just bouncing in front of the goal. Everything was there, except Pineapples just weren't ready for it. They weren't quite ready for the shot. It was an open net. Cotney made it back just in time, however, to save the day. And we are going to game 5. This is the content we all asked for. And honestly, how else would a series like this end? And none other than 5. Let's get it. Champions Field. And you know, Gallium, I already made my pick earlier. Who do you have in this one?
I'm going to stick with the Pineapples. I put my channel points on the Pineapples. I think I have to back them to the very end now. And honestly, if the series doesn't finish up soon, I might lose my voice. But that's besides the point. Gabe, going to put it over to the sidewall. Gabe, going to try to get a demo. He is unsuccessful. Ibonic to the sidewall. Alex is up. Alex gonna get it over to the sidewall again. Ibonic has some time. He tries to fake out Gabe. Gabe is not easily fooled. Gabe trying to get another touch. He doesn't before Mythic gets there. Alex down to Ibonic. Ibonic over to Cotney, who gets met by Kyle. Kyle gonna try to find another touch. Not before Ibonic can get there. Gabe off the sidewall. Gonna try to find Mythic. Mythic over to Ibonic. Gabe is gonna be there. Can Gabe find a touch? No, he can't. Ibonic finds one, I said. Excuse me. Alex down the field. Gets past one. Can he get past another? No, he can't. But Kyle's there, and the shot is raining in. The Pineapples are up early.
And you know, Gallium, Kyle didn't need to get past the other. He got the 50 and put a rival in an awkward situation defensively. And Kyle just comes in and swoops up for the goal. And I mean, that's how you want to start in game 5. The person who scores first in game 5, they have all the momentum. That's where you want to be. And from then on out, you're just playing catch up. Does a rival have what it takes to come back in this one? Only time will tell. And they got 4 minutes to do so.
You know, that is the big question. We will see as, you know, this rival team has fired back almost instantly, it feels at times, to this Pineapple team. We'll see if that is the case this time. As Gabe taking up the wall, very smooth mechanics going out. And as I say that, he gets a calculated fake. Ibonic gonna hit it up the ceiling. Ibonic trying to get a second touch. He does. Gets it past one. Cotney tries to put it away. He cannot find it. Kyle versus Ibonic. Ibonic wins that one. Ibonic gonna get another touch. Ibonic, another touch over to Cotney. Can Cotney find that double?
No way.
Oh my goodness, he does!
No way.
Mythic gonna put it away.
And you know, Cotney did all the work there. He got the beautiful touch. He made it back down, and that ball was rolling in whether or not Mythic touched it. What a shot by Cotney, and good job by Mythic just to secure the goal. And look, this is such a back and forth game. My blood is pumping, and it's just so exciting. I can't tell who the favorite is in this one.
No, I don't think anybody can. It has been a certifiable shootout towards the end. Both teams had their games, game 1 for Rival, game 2 for Pineapple, but it has been a shootout down the stretch, and I think it's due to the fact that both these teams have finally heated up here. As Mythic going to take a shot on net, it doesn't go. Cotney off the backboard, going to give it down to Gabe. Gabe can't find a touch. Over to Ibonic. Ibonic going to find another touch. Gets over 2. Can he get it over 3? Oh, he can't. But Cotney has a chance. Cotney, it's going to waterfall. Can an rival player get to it? Mythic does. Mythic off the sidewall. Alex, again, 50's out. Ibonic. The ball is off the backboard. Cotney over to Kyle. Kyle, can he find that other touch? No, he can't. Mythic over to Cotney. Cotney is going to get demoed. Alex is trying to find another demo. He can't find Ibonic. Ibonic is going to miss a touch. And Gabe, upper decker.
And I mean, Gabe just dodges that demo there, hits off the sidewall, and jumps over another one, putting it top left and in. Gabe has been having a dominant performance for the Pineapples. And I mean, it's just so back and forth. I just can't wait to see the climax.
It is going to be one heck of a series to finish this one out, or one heck of a game, rather, as we are past the halfway mark between the Pineapples and Arrival. It seems to be deadlocked, but the Pineapples do have that goal advantage. Alex gonna try to find a shot. Cottony blocks it away. Cottony has some time. Can he find a teammate? No, he can't. Instead, he finds the opposing player, Kyle. Kyle gonna try to find a touch. No, he doesn't. Ibonic down the pitch. Gonna try to find a teammate. Can't find Gabe quite yet. And this Pineapple team has been firing on all cylinders here. And what do you think Arrival needs to do to really step it up to the Pineapples level?
Well, they really need to get out of their half. I mean, Pineapple is just setting up camp in Arrival's half, and Arrival has had opportunities whenever they have gone out of their half, but they haven't really just put them away. They had a good shot by Cottony with Mythic finishing it off. Other than that, they haven't really had too many quality chances. And I mean, Pineapples just have been making the most of their chances. Have less shots than Arrival, but I mean, they just made their chances count.
And I think that's what it comes down to as we enter the last minute of this matchup. Who will win? Who will go down to the lower bracket of the play-ins? We will find out shortly as Ibonic going into Gabe. Gabe tries to find another touch. He can't. Cottony down the field. Alex gonna try to find another touch. He can't. Kyle down the pitch over to Mythic. Mythic dunks him out. Ibonic tries to get a pass down. He can't find Cottony. Cottony very patient player. 27 seconds left. Alex down the field. It's blocked out by Mythic. Arrival needs to score here, and they need to score fast. Ibonic down the pitch. Gabe knocks it away. Kyle gets a bump. Gabe down the field. Can he score? He does! The Pineapples up 3-1 with 14 seconds left.
And what a bump by Kyle, clearing the way for Gabe. And all Gabe had to do was roll the ball in the back of the net. 14 seconds left. It's not over yet. Arrival can score fast two times fast, but they need a score, and they need to do it quick, or else Pineapples are walking away with their shot in the playoffs. Ibonic has a chance there, hits off the crossbar, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pineapples are on their way to the playoffs, and we will see Arrival on Saturday for their playoff berth.
Oh my goodness, what a series between these two teams. Arrival played one heck of a game. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done, but they're going to be one heck of a matchup in the lower bracket. We'll see how that all turns out. But can we just talk about how crazy that series was? That has to be the series of the night so far. And honestly, those two teams gave us some loaded content, so just very glad to, just see some really good Rocket League coming out from these two teams.
Oh, extremely, Gallium. That was quality content. And I couldn't have asked for a better match. It was really back and forth. Neither team was lopsided. It could have gone either way. We've had beautiful shots, beautiful goals, beautiful saves, the whole 9 yards. And I mean, I could see both of these teams going on in the playoffs. I could see I wouldn't be surprised if Arrival wins this next game, goes to the playoffs, and goes far, because I mean, with that performance, both teams really popped off, and either one could have taken it.
Yeah, honestly, it was just a crazy matchup from the beginning, and I am losing my voice. So I'm just going to try to wrap it up here. I want to thank everybody for showing up to this Rival League match, but hold your horses. We still got one more match to go, if I'm not mistaken, and it is going to be one heck of a doozy, as we have a Prospect League matchup, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Jaegers.
Bandits versus Hypernova.
Yes.
It should be a good one. I mean, Hypernova won back in season, if I'm not mistaken, 5. Bandits have yet to win a chip, so they're going to be coming in hungry. And we're just going to have to see. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, don't leave your seat. And I want to thank you for joining me in the booth here, Jaegers. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, Gallium. Good job, Casson.
Hey, thanks, man. It was one heck of a day here for me, and I just want to thank everybody else for showing out, just showing some support, and let's just keep this thing rolling for one more game. just really get this one wrapped up. I want to thank you all for showing up, and we'll be right back.
Stick around.
We buried the hatchet right into my back end. Look what you've done. The last one that's laughing, the last one that's standing is the one with the gun. And I thought you were different, but you kept a knife hidden in your silver tongue. You buried the hatchet right into my back end. Now I'm slowly building up